Perfect.
Do the honors.
What's going on, guys? Nate here, just Couchin' a podcast. Got Zach, Nick, Darren, the Cobra Coleman, Brian Roeker of First Warning MMA Report. We got a podcast for you guys.
Let's go.
Brian, it's good to see you again. Darren, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
How you guys doing?
Man, it's great to be here. Like I said, I love the energy. I love the atmosphere. I love the setup already. Definitely one of the best podcast setups I've seen yet.
Appreciate that, man.
A lot of time and effort's gone into it, kind of fine tuning. So it's nice to hear the
It's been quite the
positive
evolution.
feedback. You know,
Love it, man.
Oh yeah. So tell us a little about what you do, man.
I'm a 145er, featherweight MMA fighter. Currently 5-0, but I'm fighting for a title. April 13th coming up here in North Wisconsin, Superior. I'm fighting a guy named Trace Leon, All-American wrestler, which I'm stoked. I can't wait to be able to test myself against a high-level wrestler like that. Which I did kind of fight a guy who wrestled in the past, but not at the level of Trace Leon. I don't know if Brian knows about Zach Gell or
Yeah. Yep.
Zach Gell.
He lasted, 20 seconds against you?
Yeah, like 20 seconds. But he wrestled.
as a wrestler.
Yeah, he wrestled when he was a kid, and then also something like world champion jiu-jitsu artist, something like that on his resume. But as a youth, but still. After this fight, I fought my fair well of wrestlers. Plus, my gym is like littered with wrestlers. Everybody from the Whitewater team, they're there. So I mean, I'm
Trained with.
yeah. I got a lot of experience there, so definitely not too worried about it.
No, Mike Greiner was a wrestler too. I think he had kind of a wrestling background, and you.
Yeah, see, what's crazy about him is he I think blocked me on everything. So or I don't know if he has so fucking private or something, but I couldn't find nothing on him. He was one guy I really didn't know how he fought against that one guy. He was very way older than him or something, but. Other than that, I had nothing. So I didn't really even know he was a wrestler. But a guy, I guess, messaged me from Florida and said that he was pretty good. Yep. And that he trained with him. But I didn't really know too much about that guy either.
I just watched that fight, actually, while I was in the shower before the podcast. That was a good one. You were both undefeated.
Actually, he had quicker finishing time rates than I did also.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one for you to showcase just your abilities on the ground, too, where you use that Kimura
for the sweep.
Yeah.
And we were training that in the fight camp, too. I wish that we got the video for that. But that was something we was definitely working on. I mean, I missed a lot of points. I could have done it a lot better, but that's why I had the opportunity. I went out there and did it. Now we know what to fix. So if I'm in that predicament again, I'm for sure I'll execute how I'm supposed to. And am I backing my face up from the mic or?
No, you're good.
Okay, I didn't know if I was skipping in there or not.
No, yeah, the audio sounds perfect in my headphones. So where do you train? What's your gym?
Fearless MMA in Janesville.
Okay.
Not too far from.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
Madison.
Janesville area. Yeah. I used to live down there for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I don't live in Janesville myself. I live in Beloit, Wisconsin. I drive to Janesville, but yeah, I train in Janesville.
Nice.
Janesville, Fearless.
Do you guys know Matt Gaffney?
Isn't that Mike Greiner's coach?
He was one of them, yeah, I believe so, for that fight, yeah.
Yeah, other than that, not too much.
Yeah, Gaffney used to fight out of Chosen Few.
Yeah, he's my buddy Dane, the guy who does the sound. He's I don't think he's related quite, but maybe a second cousin or something through marriage.
Okay.
But he's actually staying with Matt right now, and we're gonna follow him with the camera for his next fight and get a little bit of a documentary.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Nice.
It's good to see he's going to fight again, too, because I thought he was going to retire. So, yeah, it's cool to see that he's going to get back in there.
It's end of April up in Minnesota, I believe.
Oh, so soon.
Yeah. Yep. Up past Rice Lake.
Is it at the LFA
Mystic
events?
Lake? Is it at Mystic Lake?
Yeah, that was what I was wondering.
I don't know. I could pull it up quick.
Because I know normally LFA was out there.
That's where your last fight was at.
Yep.
You fought at LFA?
Yeah. I loved it.
I went to an LFA event and I loved it.
Man, it's surreal. I love how how when you arrive there, all the way to like even before you go out, they get like your own almost room. There's like a bathroom, shower, everything back there while you're getting ready.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then you, dude, you get to find out who the disciplined fighters are at Mystic Lake and who the undisciplined fighters are, because you'll see them like some of them will be playing slots or smoking cigs, and you're like, oh, this guy's got a fight tomorrow, dude. But yeah, Mystic Lake's a blast. It's a good time. I don't know. A lot of people, when I talk about LFA, I posted a video of this fight that broke out. In the crowd.
Dude.
And sometimes people are like, "Oh yeah, I saw that video." Did you see anything about that?
I didn't
a fight that broke out at LFA.
Yeah.
Like out the fighters or
No, in the crowd. Yeah.
in the crowd. No, I
one-
didn't
We were
see
all
it.
supposed to be out there for Alton's fight.
It turned
and
into like
it got canceled the week before.
Yeah,
It was
Alton,
like a
that's
scene from
scary.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, and Zach was the only one that still went out to the fight because he was like, well, I'm going.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I just look on his story, and it's just this mean-ass brawl. And he's just sitting there. It's literally like from here to the table, like the row in front of him. And he's just sitting there like,
Please don't
just
hit me.
filming the whole thing. It was like bonus fights.
That would have been me.
Yeah.
That would have been me.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's awesome though.
Yeah, it looked like a good time out there. Hannah, my girlfriend, she was out there not too long ago too. It's just, she said it's super nice area.
Love it.
Yeah, it is. It is. And speaking of Alton, he actually just messaged me not too long ago. Go get in some pad work and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
can't wait for that either.
June
That's a
11th.
Scary guy.
Dude,
He told me
Alton's,
June 11th.
that's his fight?
He's got a fight, June 11th.
Out in,
He didn't tell me anything more than that.
I thought he said out in.
And he didn't say I
Waukesha
couldn't talk about
area.
it.
Whatever.
What?
Waukesha area?
Oh, I wonder if it's the Pettis.
Yeah, the Waukesha. Yep.
Okay,
At the convention center,
nice.
which I like that place.
love that place.
I really like going there. I like that their ringside seats are like
Yeah.
you could reach out and grab
like
the
it, you
cage
like
The
it.
there.
cool thing about that place too is
These two are gonna be hitting.
the big like circle on the top where you can stand
Yep.
up there and you get like
Yep,
the
everything
view
is
down.
everything is a prime seating.
Yep.
You know. Yep.
At the Showtime event?
Yeah, at the Waukesha Expo Center.
The expo center right by the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a big like round building. They put the cage right in the middle, and then there's like a balcony all the way around the top, so you can
Yep.
stand up there and watch and like look downward.
Every
at the cage.
seat.
Oh, yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
been, haven't been.
That place is super fun.
I'd sit in the balcony. That'd be cool. I feel like.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
we saw a few decent Big Ben Rothwell, man. Ben Rothwell was coaching someone, and we're like, Nate. He looks at me, he's like, "Yo, that's Ben Rothwell," and he's like, as Nate whispers it to me, he's like, "Look, we're so close enough for him to hear Nate whisper it," and he looked over and was like, "Really, really, dude?" And Nate was just like,
Starstruck.
Ben
like
Rothwell's
that's
huge.
a really nice. It's kind of a small. I mean, it's a smaller venue
Yeah.
for sure, but man, I love going there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Watching fights there is really fun.
I actually like every other Saturday I train at Ben Rothwell's.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so how you said the
Yeah.
starstruck, that's how it was my first time
Yeah.
seeing him too, trust me.
He-
And then I had
so
a
big and just like you're just sitting there and you're like,
he's huge. And I had to
Wait.
spar with him that day too.
kind of goes back in your head of videos that you see and you're just like, dude, this guy's scary.
Dude, he's big.
He's a scary dude.
Big, hairy
Yeah.
guy.
He is. So I was sparring with him at the same time. I'm like terrified to get hit because you feel everything. He don't even try to hit you that hard. It's just he's so heavy-handed.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like fans. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm sparring Ben Rothwell right now. So I already know how you feel. That was like my first couple times going there. Now I'm getting more used to it, and now I can survive the spar sessions. But before, it was brutal, and
Yeah.
I was fan zoning too. So I already know.
My buddy Kalen Hull, is he ever there when you're there at Rothwell's?
What was
Kalen
this?
Hull, he used to fight too.
Man, I suck at names, so that's my issue. He probably is, but if I seen him,
Yeah.
I'd probably know.
Big dude. He's like the same
I gotta
size
see
as Ben
faces
Rothwell.
too. I'm a face. I have
The albino
Yeah.
rhino, that was his
I
name.
think I
when
know.
he fought.
Yes, he does. I get to spar with him. He's a little, I don't know, he's a little nicer than Ben, but
Yeah.
he's a
I was
beast,
the one that
too.
got him into MMA
Huge.
because he was a wrestler and he wrestled at UW Wisconsin, and then I was like, I gotta get this guy in the gym training because he wants to be competitive again, and so Alton's first title fight that he had as an amateur, I was like, hey, we got a guy who needs to work on some wrestling. Let's get you in there and working with him. And Kalen came in and he kind of got hooked on it, and then he went to Alton's fight, watched him win the belt, and he was like, I gotta
need
win
to
one
do
of
that.
those,
I
man.
need to do that. I already
So-
know. That's how it starts with most people,
Yeah.
though. They see them like, let me try it.
Yeah.
Let me just try it.
Especially guys that are competitive.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I was never the real two of I don't know. Like, I never really wrestled in school. I did wrestling for like maybe 4 months. Fucking sucked at it. So I never was like too athletic. Like, I don't know. I was good at sports and all that, but I was a skinny kid, like real skinny.
Right.
Like, never wrestled. Wasn't the best at like too physical, like things like that. And then I don't know. Something just clicked. One day, I swear to God, I watched like what was it, like a YouTube sponsorship thing or something. It showed like people hitting bags or something. And I ended up just thinking about like, man, that'd be nice to just do or try. And then I ended up having like a dream about it. And then so I woke up the next morning, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go today. I called, couldn't get a hold of them, so I just ended up going in. They let me get a free day, and it basically all for me started off there. But now, for some reason, everything was clicking. Like, I wasn't the best at school, none of that either. So, but for some reason, this shit is like I have photographic memory. Now, all of a sudden, I can wrestle. I'm wrestling against like very good guys. I'm hanging with them. And I don't know, it's crazy. Now everything's clicking, how everything
Put
just...
the work in.
Yeah,
All
just...
the work that you put in is everything's starting to click, and
Yeah, but then even still, you still got some guys who would just they'll put in equal work, but some guys' outcomes still like a lot better or something. And
right.
like, I don't know, I just feel like something just clicks with me, like personally, like, I don't know.
You're a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to fight?
A real fighter, yep, a real fighter.
Dude,
Because a lot of
that's the
people
thing,
try to
it's
go
like
out there and fake
everyone-
it.
You can sit there and be like, oh man, fuck this guy, this and that and this and that, whatever. But actually get in the cage and like try to make a living off of it and have it be like your whole, what you wake up, you go train, you go spar, you do, it's your job.
And you gotta
that's-
be built
it's dedicating,
different.
right? Yeah, it's dedicating so much more to everything that you put into it that it's like, you
Right.
know,
No, I see exactly
nice to
what you're saying.
see the clicks and everything,
Yeah.
Once it does start clicking, that's probably a good feeling.
Yes.
When, you're
Yes.
doing the right things.
Yeah, thank God, because like I
Yeah.
said, there wasn't too much else I was good at. So luckily, I found
Right,
something.
yeah.
Might not be the best
Yeah.
thing to be good at, but I found something, I guess.
Oh yeah. You said you're gonna be hitting pads with Alden?
I'm hoping soon. See, Madison's like an hour and something minute drive from me. I'm like right on the border of Illinois.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
kind of way down there. So yeah, it's a bit, but I come out here all the time to like eat and do certain stuff. So maybe one of these times, like I take the family out, I just come out of here on the boat. I hit him up, see what he's doing, and
Yeah.
hit some pads.
Let us know, man.
But it's definitely something I need to make a priority because a guy like that, it's an opportunity, so you can't miss it.
Oh yeah. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we talk about some of his weight cutting stuff. I think it was you that was in the car with him. You had to crank the heat up.
I had, that was when he fought Bobby Downs in Milwaukee, and he called me the day of weigh-ins at like 7 in the morning. He had to weigh in at like 4 p.m. in Milwaukee. He calls me at like 7 a.m. and he's like, dude, can you like take today off? I need your help. I was like, what do you need my help with? He's like, weight cutting. I'm like, what do you weigh right now? And he's like, I weigh 192.6 or something like that. And he had to weigh it in at 185, and it was a title fight, so he had to hit 185.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're talking like 7.5 pounds. So we went over to and we went over to Princeton Club, and I got him in the sauna, and he's like, it's too hot, man. I don't want to be in here. Let's go in the steam room. And I'm like, dude, steam room's not gonna work.
Steam room's way worse.
You got to get your ass in the sauna, dog. You're about
So
to
he goes
stand
in
in
the
front of the door.
Yeah, he goes in the
His
steam.
ass.
He goes in the steam room, and he sits in there for like 20 minutes. He gets out and he gained weight.
All the steam went
It's
in.
hydrating
He
you.
starts freaking out. And I was like, dude, like we either need to get in the sauna or we need to go like to my place. So we ended up going to my place, and I just made him Epsom salt bath after Epsom salt bath, and I had comforters in the
Try and soak
dryer.
That's the best way.
I had him in the dryer on hot, so then when he got out, we would wrap him up in that, and then I'd make him another bath. Then he'd get back in the, and I remember him just like he wanted an icy pop. He's like, dude, just one icy pop, man. Just one. I was like, dude, I'll give you just a little bite. And he's like, come on, man, let me finish it. And I was like, dude, I can't, you know. And we got him down to I think like 187 maybe, and then we hit the road to Milwaukee, and we literally had him in garbage bags. And this is in August or July.
Sitting in,
and we had the heat just cranked up, and it's like in July, you know, and he's just wearing garbage bags.
Right.
And
What
he
it's
ended up,
like to be a fighter. Man.
I think he weighed in at 184.6. I think was his official weight.
Made it.
That's insane, dude.
It was wild,
Yeah, I know all about them trips.
and that was like his hardest fight to date in his career too, against Bobby Downs. That was like, just if you haven't seen that fight, go watch it. It's like, just
Yeah, it's not in my memory. I'd have to rewatch
Yeah,
it.
dude.
And to have a weight cut like that.
Dude, he's a big dude cutting down to
Yeah.
185.
He's huge.
He's
Yeah.
a huge dude cutting down.
Yeah.
weight.
yeah, that was a brutal one. But
See, a lot of people think I cut a lot of weight. I actually don't cut too
what are
much
you?
weight.
What are you at?
So I walk around about like 160 if I get heavy. So I was out for about a year because of the wrist surgery I just had. And I was at a heavy of like 165. So it's at 10, 15 pounds. So not too far. And then diet, normally I barely even have to cut water like that. Normally my diet gets me almost 145 exact.
Okay.
To the point we even,
How tall are you?
about 6'6'1".
Dude,
It depends what doctor I go to, I guess.
Wow. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Depends what doctor I go
That's
to.
tall 145, man. Like,
I think it's just the frame, but I swear if
Right.
I stand sideways, you probably barely even fucking see me. I'm skinny as
proud
shit.
family. Yeah, dude.
But like it's my frame that's big. But like my coach we thought about possibly even trying 35 before. I'm not 45, but 35. Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought about it. We don't.
Extra weight,
Yeah, we don't.
seeing what-
Yeah, but we just don't want to. Like if I'm doing good at 45.
Yeah,
like
right.
if it's not broken, why fix it? And then also I know if you cut like a lot of water weight or whatever, it dehydrates your brain, and then you can also get knocked out easier,
out a
get
lot
more
easier.
tired quicker.
You
So-
said that before, yeah.
I mean, unless something drastically
Weight
starts
cutting is-
happening, I start losing or something, and I got to try something, I'll try something, try that, or 55 or whatnot. But 55, I fought at 55 actually twice. And I don't know, I just felt like I didn't work out. I didn't feel like I had to train to get to 55, so it didn't feel good. So 45
Okay.
just clicked for me, too.
was that
makes sense.
the Mayhew
Yeah.
fight? Was
Yep,
that 155?
yep.
Yeah,
Mayhew.
The extra training and getting down to that weight and whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
If you don't need to do that, it kind of feels more lax and
Yeah,
just-
yeah. See, yeah, I don't like feeling
almost
sluggish.
Right, yeah.
See, and speaking of James Mayhew, I actually had a buddy who was training at Chosen Few, and he would train with us. And the whole time, he didn't know that me and Mayhew was going to be fighting until he said we walked out, because he said how big Mayhew was walking around like everywhere. He thought he was fighting like somebody in a bigger weight class or
Yeah.
something. He didn't know he was fighting me, and he was buds with both of us. I thought that story is funny as that. Like get there, and then you see him walk out. He said, "Holy shit, they're fighting each other."
Dang. Let's see.
6'1", 6 foot, whatever, 145 that's a nice build, dude. That's crazy.
Always gonna have a reach advantage,
Right.
I mean, it's,
Every
Yeah.
time, right. I'm just thinking about, like, when you think about, I watch, like, mainly UFC and stuff like that, but, like,
Same.
guys that are in that weight class and stuff, it's just like, those guys are fucking nowhere near your height or anything like that.
They're like 5'8", 5'10",
Right,
somewhere
right.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does it
So it's just
ever
like-
happen in amateur
Yeah, dude,
fighting
that's crazy.
where you got to fight your buddy or like someone you know? Brian's shaking his head. yes.
I know in like the UFC and like when you're getting paid a lot of money to do it. I don't know about. I nenever heard of unless he said he did.
'Cause I
Is the
know-
amateurs have
Yeah.
to do that? Some people just like to fight, like me and Darren Hamilton. We went to Robert and tried to make that fight happen. We're buddies. It's just I like the way he fights. He
Yeah.
likes the way I fight. We're both called Darren.
See, that's kind of
Who's the
that would
number?
kind of be like,
Yeah.
About to
honestly,
say.
that's a different level of competition, though. If you're fighting someone that you like, it's kind of like
I feel
I
like
don't
that'd
know.
be
If
kind
I
of weird.
fought someone that I was familiar with, it's
Yeah,
know
but
what
when
you
you play
do,
the
I
video
know
game with your brother, you don't let him win.
Never,
Right.
you
You
never
pit-
do exactly.
you
it's
pit-
another level of competition where it's like you're not gonna let the homie win. Like you can't let the
you're
can't
both
let the
getting
homie
paid.
win.
Like,
You'll
yeah.
never hear the end
You
of it.
probably
where
feel
it's just
bad
like,
before,
right.
but
Yeah.
during and like
Right when you're in the moment, it's like, dude, that doesn't change, right?
he just hit me in my mouth. What the
yeah, dude, right. Just like, come on, man.
fuck?
Yeah, you're never gonna fight somebody from your own gym, but yeah, there are guys that fight that are friends that have trained before in the past.
Train
and stuff
together,
like
right?
that,
Yeah.
Especially like lower weight class because it's tougher to find guys,
Right.
at the amateur level.
Yeah. See, but the Aljo and Marab, I don't know how much you guys get in the UFC. Like how they were in that position
Yep,
for the longest. In that predicament, honestly, it'd have to be like agreed upon, and we both would
Right.
want to do it. But I feel like I would have fought in that
You'd have to
predicament
fight, right.
because I wouldn't want my brother who I know is at that level
Right.
too and doing.
You want your friends to succeed, but at the
Right.
same time, it's like, well,
I want
if
that
I
opportunity.
can be, if I should be in, like, everyone wants to be in that position of champion. Everyone
Right.
wants to have the belt. So it's like, if you got the belt and you're a homie, like, I'm gonna let you know what it is. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and take that from you. And if you keep it, then you keep it. But if I
Right.
take it, then it's
Right.
like.
Yeah, I
It
would
is what
love
it
to
is.
give
We're
him the
still good, but
opportunity.
you gotta take that chance.
And the
in my
money-
opinion.
and the money.
You
I mean, the
have to take
biggest
that
money
chance, in my
fight, so-
opinion. I thought the same thing with Marab and Aljo, where like he said he didn't want to fight Aljo.
GSP and
He was-
Rory McDonald.
Yeah.
It's another case.
Yeah, and it was like
Yep.
Marab was kind of like, I don't know, and yeah, I in my opinion, I was like, that should be every reason to.
I think
You
Holloway and
put
Gaethje
all
too.
that's the perfect
They're fighting each
opportunity
other. I
for
think
you
they're
to
friends.
put
Yep, they
everything
were.
Yeah.
like your full training, because you don't go into it with like any sort of anger. Some fighters like they put horse blinders on and they lose all sense of training because they hate this dude across
Right.
to them, and it's just like you do some wild shit that might pay off or it might not.
Right.
But it's like if you're fighting a homie and you can actually stick to the game plan and be like, let's go out here and show. Like, let's show what we can do.
Yeah, fighting's
I feel
considered
that's,
art,
That's
you know?
that other,
Yeah, right.
that-
Mixed
it's
martial
that other
arts.
level
Right.
of-
So
when
go
you-
make a painting.
when you
shit.
throw
it's
that
other
out,
level of competition where it's just like
You skip the technique.
it doesn't when you're in that in the cage, and it is like you guys said, it's an art form. Like, let them see what you got.
No, I
know?
totally agree. And then, like I
Yeah.
said, the money. I would rather have my brother get the money or get the payday.
Both of you
Aljo
guys,
was
right.
living. He was
Yeah.
having money for a while. Marab was sitting on the sidelines at a very high level, not getting paid the most.
It's like, yo, let's
That
do
was
this.
an opportunity
right?
to get his brother paid. Probably have a beautiful fight, like you said. I don't know. I feel like it could have worked. And then I still feel like, as Aljo just left the division, Marab would have still been right there for the
Right,
next
He's a
opportunity.
great fighter, and right.
So I don't know. I feel like it would have
You
been
set
a quicker
yourself
route
up
to
for
money.
all the success in the world if you can
Yeah.
be there in that moment and make the best of it. And whether it's, someone you train with, you're friends with, or especially when there's that level of money being thrown around. Like,
I mean, if you want to be the best,
you gotta,
you gotta
fight
beat
the
everybody,
best.
right?
You gotta
You know?
fight the best, whether it's your friend or not.
Yep.
Like, that's, I mean, fighting is, respect, all the respect and art form, and
Right.
it's not all hate and violence that everyone.
But
like the stigma that a lot of people see towards it.
It might be confusing, but I feel like Aljo's situation is harder than Marab's situation because I feel like as Aljo it'd be easier, but like, you're my brother, I want to give you the opportunity for the belt. But it'd be harder for Marab to be like, I want to take your belt from you, and you're supposed to be like my brother.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like that situation for Marab to go out and chase it though might be a little bit different. It might get looked upon if he did go
Right,
about.
you're trying to steal something I got or whatever it is.
Yeah, it should have been almost
yeah.
on Aljo to be
Right.
for the opportunity or
Right.
whatever. Marab was, I don't know, as a brother,
Yeah,
it wasn't gonna be like, I want to take that from you.
Yeah, with having that relationship, it could be, seen, especially with that level that the UFC's at and the media and everything like
Right,
that. Everyone's
for
gonna
sure.
strew it to their narrative, whatever it may be. But you bring a good point where it's like, if Marab's trying to chase it and trying to, steal the belt from Aljo versus Aljo
Right,
giving him the
that offering
opportunity,
it, yeah.
right, offering that opportunity.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, that is.
So what do you do for
Yeah.
work when you're not fighting?
So I'm like a general contractor. Well, work for one. So take down drywall, throwaway house, like not houses, but like gut houses, all types of stuff. I don't touch the electrical stuff. He does stuff like that. He'll do plumbing, things like that. Nothing too crazy. I can't really work too many hours because of my training schedule. I got to train also. So my wife also works as a tattoo assistant, things like that. So I got help too. So I can't.
What's a tattoo assistant? She just helps the tattoo artist?
Yep. Cleans all the stuff. She actually does like the what is it? Like the bills, opens up shop.
Okay.
Lays out the inks.
Keeps the store
basically
running.
whatever he needs. Like even if they need some food, she has to go do
Right.
that.
All right,
so,
yeah. You guys have any kids?
Yeah, 4.
4 kids?
Yeah, so we're busy, man. We're
That's
busy.
what's up.
We're busy.
And wrestling
Damn.
too. They're
Yep. And they wrestle. So man, I'm never home. Never home. I'm literally always out doing.
You're
something.
always doing something.
Yep. It keeps me in shape.
So how many
I guess
hours
that's
a week
why
do
I
you
fight at
train?
145.
How many hours a week?
Yeah.
How many hours a week are you training, or sitting in a sauna, or just doing what you got to do to get ready for a fight?
Like 3, 4, 5 hours. It kind of depends how late into the training camp. If I'm in training camp.
Okay.
Right now it's about 2 hours at the Y or at some gym in the morning because I like to do side work other than the gym, like strength and conditioning, and then go to work, whatnot, get home, wrestling with the kids, and then right from wrestling I go straight to my practice now. So now I'm there basically till almost 10, 11. I'm a late trainer.
And what do your workouts look like? Like, what does your cardio look like?
My cardio, so I like to switch it up too because I get bored of stuff easy, man. Well, I get very bored of stuff.
Yeah, me
easy.
too. I always like a new challenge. You know, you start getting good at it, and then you're like, oh, it takes too many reps now.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. And I feel like your body will build up like muscle memory or something too, and you won't get as strong. I feel like sometimes you have to switch. Like if you're doing abs, maybe do a different angle or different workout for your abs. Maybe not crunches every time or something.
You got to get yourself in that discomfort zone.
Yeah. Yep. So you got to keep switching it up. But
It's a little bit. I mean, it's not off subject, but we were just talking about this at work. Sometimes just stepping away from something for like even just a second, switching focus, you can come back. Like
It takes some monotony
for
out of
video
things.
games,
Things
you could be
become
stuck
very
on a boss.
things become very monotonous
down.
over time. If you're only doing crunches, if you're only doing sit-ups, squats, if you're only hitting bags, like all that stuff just becomes, like you said, muscle memory. Like you don't even have to think about it sometimes. Where it's like you want to give your body and your mind something to like focus in on.
yeah, you need like
More
a
than
new
just
goal
like
to
the
switch it up or
monotony of
something.
like, oh, I'm gonna run 7 miles, I'm gonna do my cardio, I'm gonna lift my weights, I'm gonna do this, you know, like it is nice to switch it up a lot, you know.
Like you said with the video game, I was just saying that was me with the Warriors game. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was about like
it was like PlayStation. It was like the
yeah,
PlayStation one.
old game,
Yeah,
the
dude.
Warriors, that bus scene when you're like when I'm running from the damn bus. I had to put that game down for like a week. Came back to it, I got it.
Yeah,
One of the happiest moments of my life.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta step away and you're just like, you know what?
Oh.
Let's do something.
You mechanic.
Yeah.
So like same thing, right? You're doing like a brake job or something. Like something will not come undone. You step away for like 30 minutes. You come
You
back,
know,
like,
we
the
call
first
it,
try,
you take a
get it.
smoke break.
Yeah.
You take a union smoke break and you go outside, take 5 minutes, whether it's you're actually smoking, you're just on your phone playing your apps or whatever, you updating your, what doesn't matter what you're doing, just taking a little bit of time and focusing your mind and trying to like actually hone in on what you're doing, you know, because sometimes you're just sitting there and you're just like, fuck this.
You're letting your
Just like,
emotions take
man.
over.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly. You're
Let me
sitting there and you're
breathe.
just like,
Yep.
this is fucked up. You're just a little bit flustered or whatever it may be, and you're just a little bit off, and it's like, all right, taking the extra 5 minutes to get your mind right is,
Calm myself down,
Dude.
come back to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Switching things up, it's the same sense, you know. You gotta keep everything rotating. Everything's got to be rotating. It's got to be constantly moving, flowing. Otherwise, you get stagnant and stale, and you feel
You
feel stale. You know, you just are like,
See, on that
doing the
topic,
same
I
thing,
actually got a
you know?
saying. I said it on another podcast about staying motivated. It's hard to stay motivated. Like at first, it's easy to be motivated for something, but eventually, motivation runs out. That's why I always go off like discipline. I feel like discipline is key. Discipline and consistency, because eventually,
ethic, yep,
you're not always gonna
huge
be
on that stuff,
motivated, man. Like I love the gym. I love fighting and stuff like that, but when I have to wake up and I do that 3 miles, oh my God, my mind does not want to wake up early in the morning, go run 3 miles before I go to work.
Right.
Like I don't want to do that, but that's when I say when you run out of motivation, that's when your dedication and your
Get into that
commitment,
Goggins
consistency-
mindset.
See, and that's the thing too, is like it's hard to build those habits of.
Yeah.
It comes down to
but
building.
you can't. That comes off. You can't. So once you start skipping certain days, that's when you're gonna get in the habit of maybe my
Okay,
body's
I'm
sore.
okay,
I'll be.
I'm tired. Oh, it's
Like,
rested.
it's a little cold.
outside,
Yeah,
it's
you'll end up
raining
skipping
outside.
more
The
days.
excuses build up.
Yep.
For sure.
Because you know what?
Yup.
Every single day you can find something.
Yes.
Your brain's really good at it.
Excuses
Actually,
are so
it'll
easy
find
to
something.
come by.
You don't always
That's
gotta
why when
do
you're
all that.
that's why
work,
when
right?
you're in the middle of a hard workout, your brain's like telling you like, you know, stop. You know, like, but when you don't and you ignore that, it's beautiful what comes after. You know.
you feel proud of yourself. You get a better
Right.
like a
That's
feeling after.
accomplishment,
Yeah.
Everything that comes along with it. It's
Like, especially after hard workout, you're like, man. At first you didn't think you can get through, and you're like, fuck yeah. Once you did get through it,
Yes, sir.
nice sweat. Finally in the shower at home. Best
And that's got to
feeling
be
ever.
especially true for a fighter when you're taking weeks and weeks and weeks to get ready, and you
No,
win
that's
your fight, and you can take that deep breath and go.
That's
I
what
did
we
it.
talk about very regularly on this podcast. Is like, dude, we're blue collar workers. We work on cars, and it's monotonous and this and that, and you got to grind out. And it's, the level we're working on is like, it's, for me, it's 9 to 5, 7 to 4. Like, I got to grind when I'm there, but it's like, dude, we have fighters come on, and it's like, no, don't stop. And it's
never
like
ends.
it is like the level that you put into everything is like, as much that you put into it, you're gonna get out of it.
Right.
And
right.
I just having quite a few fighters on more recently, even like Alton, we had Mosiah on here, we got you.
They didn't have
like-
kids though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like,
four
dude,
kids.
the level that
It
the
really
level
never
that the level that a lot of like fighters put into it
I'm old
is just,
soul.
dude, it's unmatched. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
dude,
This ain't a game
I
you
feel
can-
like I grind at work, and I'm just like, fuck, 4 kids. Like,
yeah, this ain't a game.
you know, like, wait,
They say
you
you
work,
can game you can have fast.
you're a blue collar too. You do construction essentially, and it's like,
I
and
don't
you
fix
train,
stuff, though.
and
My
you
boss
got,
don't let me touch nothing.
and you got
just gonna tear it down.
kids, and it's
And
like,
throw it away. Put it in. Put it in the
it's like,
garbage
dude,
out there.
That level of effort,
Dump it off to the
that
garbage.
level
Kick the
of
store off
effort,
the
just-
hinges.
you can't put a price on that level of effort. It all comes down to work ethic, and you know those are the people that we have on the podcast, and we always see them do well, and we always see them succeed because they've got that mindset and that work ethic, and you know that drive to
Right.
not just do what needs to get done, but do what like more than what needs to get done, more than the ABC. You're doing ABC plus all the shit that will get you further to the level that you want to be
Well,
at.
kind of look at it like this, though. I feel like, too. Like, not only you cheating yourself if you aren't putting in 100% effort, you're kind of cheating your family, too, because
Right.
all these hours that I'm at the gym and doing stuff like this and putting all this effort in this, I could be at home spending time with them or possibly put into another craft that could probably make me a lot more money. So I feel like if I'm not putting in 100% effort in what I'm doing, then I'm cheating.
What's
Like I
the
said,
point,
not only
right?
myself, then
Right.
my
If
family, which is, yeah.
If you're not succeeding at it, it's just a hobby. And is that kind of the way you're looking at it? Like you want it to be a career someday?
Yeah, definitely. I do want it to be a career one day. That's why I'm not really one of them. What they say, fighters. I just love to do it. I do love to do it. Even if I like got older or couldn't do it no more, I'd still probably go in the gym and spar, get a workout in, even if I weren't fighting.
How old
But-
are you right now?
26. 20. I just turned 27 the 16th March.
You're 27,
Yep,
dude.
so the-
Money.
27.
Yeah.
But hold on, what was it? I damn near forgot that quick.
Oh no, I was just talking about how you're gonna be all gas, 100% in on fighting because you don't want it to be a hobby. You want it to be a career.
Oh yeah.
You want it to provide for your kids.
Yep. Okay, so like I need the money. Like people say they just like to do it. Like nah, I need to get paid, brother. So like
Yeah.
I'd be hard on I don't know. I might be I don't know if I'm one of the most difficult athletes to work with promoters. I don't know. In Wisconsin, I don't know. But I don't know. I make sure I get what I'm supposed to get paid, and my people's taken care of when they come.
Well, you're undefeated, man.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Right?
I'm on it already. I'm not even pro yet, and they probably think, who the fuck this guy thinks he is?
Yeah.
But it's my brain health. It's my body.
It's time and effort into it. It's like you want to get everything that you put into it. You want to get back out and help,
yes, even though I love to do this, I'm not just doing it for fun. Like you said, it's not.
Yep.
It's not. This
Pay
not
the
just
man.
a hobby.
Everything you put in, you want to get back.
Yeah, like like you said, back to the artists. They love making their paintings, but trust me, they want to make money off their paintings one day too. So
it's necessary.
Yeah.
Brian, what got you into MMA? MMA, or not MMA maybe, but combat sports?
Actually, my buddy Eric Johnson, he used to fight. He fought on how many amateur fights do you have? He had.
When was he fighting?
I think his last fight was 2014, maybe.
Somewhere in there?
Yeah. He's one of my good buddies, and he used to train, and he kind of got me going. I went to Perfect Moves Martial Arts in Madison and was training there for a while, and obviously met Alton, and he's like one of my best friends, and I'd help him with fight camps and stuff like that. And so
were you like kind of acting as a coach for Alton and just helping him get ready for his fights, or
not even like a coach. I would just kind of I'd go and just hold mitts for him and stuff like that when he needed someone to go hold mitts for him and stuff like that, and we'd try some different things. And
a reliable friend.
Right here.
Oh yeah. We'd go to JJ's. JJ's in Sun Prairie.
Oh yeah.
We'd go there all the time.
Shout out JJ.
Yep. So, just that kind of stuff, and then. My buddy Peter Johannes started First Warning MMA.
Yeah,
Report,
I know. I know Peter a little bit. Yeah,
I love that page. Say that again. First Warning.
First Warning MMA Report.
I do too. I look forward every time to read what
I like it. I share some stuff from there. I know you guys were posting about Mosiah. I shared that, so that's an awesome page to get local fighters out there, and it's good to see what's going on, and it's a great resource. Actually,
you guys do good.
So you were.
You guys are very thorough.
I hate to interrupt, but I've heard this story from Nate plenty of times.
Oh, the Vegas stairs.
Were you there? He told me you were there.
Yeah, me and Peter Johannes were both there. We were.
You saw him slide down the stairs and break his ass.
Was it the Bellagio? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I've been to
Caesar's
Vegas
Palace,
like 3 or 4 times since Nate's done that, and I have yet to find the staircase.
Okay. Here's the easiest way. You know the fountains that go up?
Yeah.
Look straight at the fountains to the right.
Is it exterior?
It's interior.
Okay.
But if you're looking straight at the fountains, you go to the right, and you go to that first entrance right to the right of the fountains. That's where it was at. There's a 3
I
staircase.
busted my shit.
Dude, we were out there for Alton's Contender Series fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we Ubered it to like Old Vegas because we're like, let's go check out Old Vegas.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of drinks there. I wasn't gonna drink that night. And then we got to it was like what was it called? Like Hogs and Honeys or something like that.
Something dumb.
Yeah.
And they kept like, I'm on my phone, and she's like, hey, you gonna buy a shot? And I was like, do I have to tip you? Or like, it's like, come on. I just bought a drink.
Come on. Yeah.
What's going on here?
So I was like, okay, I'll do 1 shot. That's it. And we did. I think it was just Fireball. I think, but they came and they were like in those small glasses.
Yeah, highball glass.
Yeah, the bully shots.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh well, here we go.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a fun night.
Fucked.
So,
was it the pool? Nate said he was like, I found the pool's Vegas. Yeah, it was right next.
It was next to the.
That was right across from your hotel or something like that.
Yeah, this is a different place. This is on Fremont Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Fremont's wild.
We were like, let's Uber to like the middle of the strip because I'd never been to Vegas before. So I was like, let's move to Uber to like the middle of the strip and we'll walk back because we were staying at Excalibur, so way at the end of the strip.
Oh, Excalibur's, yeah.
Yeah, so we went to I think it was a Tropicana and had some more drinks there, and then we went over to Bellagio because Peter's like he likes to play blackjack and stuff like that. He likes to play card games.
Yeah, I could see that.
We went and looked at all the pictures at Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
Like all the famous people that were there.
Do you remember when you thought you won like $50,000 and it ended up
I was like,
thought he won. What happened?
Well, they added an extra 0 on, for your credit. But I was looking at him and I was like, I only have 1 form of ID. You're gonna have to because at Ho Chunk, if you win anything over $2,000, you need like 2 forms of ID.
They
or
give
whatever.
you a tax form and all that shit, right?
Like, dude, we're gonna have to split this money, dude.
He came up and he's like, shook me. He's like, dude, I just won like 50 grand. I need you to cash it for me because I don't have,
Was
and
it
I'm
like $500?
Yeah, and I
Like
went back and looked,
$500.
and it was like 500. I was like, dude, that's $500.
There was two
That's
extra
still money
zeros,
though.
dude.
Like, yo.
I was
But keep in mind, we've been drinking all night too.
Right,
And
yeah.
it was right after that is when we left, and there's 3 stairs down, and there's a railing on each one of them.
Yeah.
And I remember he goes and he jumps on it, he sits on it.
Dude,
woo!
that's Nate.
Right?
That's fucking Nate.
And he lands. He just lands normal. And then the second one, he goes down, and he like, right when he gets to the end, he goes off the other end, and he catches himself.
Oh, like he like falls backwards.
there was 3. The first one,
Did you fall backwards?
First one was perfect.
first one
he
was
nailed.
perfect. Second one, I was like, oh, some people are watching. Do it. Even better than the second one or the first one. The third one, I just fucking like I got a running start and I jumped and I like
you bounced halfway
Dude.
down. Your butt hit halfway down.
and then I started falling and there's a little spike at the
Backwards.
bottom one.
Oh no.
So it was like full and I like got up and I just started like nothing happened.
Because after we went on the second one, I looked back at Pete and I was like, dude, you see this freaking dude? And I look back and all I see, in like Sesame Street, and they jump up and they do like the letters with their bodies. He's doing the V right off the bottom. And that's when I look back, I see him
Like
doing, he's
this.
like up in the air, and I was just
this.
like, oh, yeah, and just boom, right in the ground.
I woke up screaming in the middle of the night. He walked to a CVS to get me.
Screaming.
I got him crutches. I walked to get him crutches. Hey, man, this is like the end of June in Vegas. It's like 110 degrees.
Oh, you hurt
Bottom
yourself.
over his
He
hell.
texts
Dude,
me and
I
he's
think I
like,
broke
bro,
my leg or something. I
I'm
never went to the doctor,
fucking
but
done. I just broke my ass. It's over. Like, we're done.
So we get back. I finally get back to Alton and I walk up to the hotel room on crutches. And Alton's like, who's fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say more
Yeah.
injured than him. Yeah.
What happened?
We stay.
Was it post or pre-fight?
Pre-fight?
Oh God. Yeah.
I know, I felt like
that
shit.
was, dude, and that was a rough fight for Alton.
Yeah.
He broke
his
dude,
orbital
shattered
bone in
his
the first
orbital.
round.
Dude.
Yeah. It was like the first exchange.
Round, and then he finished the fight 3 rounds, like insane.
Yeah, it was a brutal one.
Rough take for Alton for sure.
Yeah.
Should have been a better outcome, but dude, pre-fight, you're in crutches, and Alton's like, buddy, what?
How to walk him out in the crutches and everything, or what? Did he walk him out too?
Oh no, he didn't. We were up in the
Oh.
stage.
Yeah.
But that was back when Alton was doing the bandana bow.
Yeah, that
So
was
we're all
right
wearing
when
bandanas and stuff.
they started doing a lot of like after that contender series, they started doing a lot more cards at the Apex there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
that
cool.
was
It's
like
a cool
the
place, man.
dude, the Apex. I've never been there, but the videos Nate sent me, I was like,
It's very
That's a
very
freaking-
intimate. You're like right on
Yeah.
top of. I mean, there's like
right?
not a lot
They
of
got
seating there.
pictures
They
of all
let
the
y'all in the
fighters
PI and
and
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was,
I got
it's
to-
right next to the PI. Yeah, so
I got to go to the PI.
Yeah.
Let you go in there and train or like hit mitts or do anything or.
I couldn't bring my
Did you get
camera.
Did you get to hit the?
Yeah, so
Did you get to kick the bag?
the bag, the
The wa-
machine that shows you the number?
The one Francis Ngannou and
Yeah.
all them been hidden.
I got a 76,000 with a leg kick.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey,
And,
my
yeah.
guy.
Zach Otto was there, and he was casually getting like 60,000, just barely.
You got
throwing-
7,600 and you got 60,000.
No, I got 76,000.
Okay.
was looking
Okay. I
he
thought
wasn't-
you got 7,600. Sorry.
I was throwing as hard as I could, and
Right.
he's just
yeah.
tapping, getting 60, no problem. I'm like,
Oh.
dude, what's
I thought the other thing too. I thought you was hitting harder too at first. I thought that's what you said.
Well, no, I got a higher number than him,
But he was like just. He was
but
just
he
messing around.
wasn't even trying,
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
sitting there as hard as I can. I
yeah,
have
you're
the video on
winded
my old
after
phone.
it. You're just sweating after it.
That'd be a good reel. I gotta post that.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, that was. Remember that we're sitting there watching the fights and we're looking around. There's like Michael Chiesa's like in the crowd, like
Yeah.
just down from us. Like all
See,
these like
yeah.
fighters are in there. It's
At the Apex?
badass. Yeah.
And then
Or the the
Yeah.
Performance Institute.
I got a picture with it's just some journalist, a bigger guy. But I saw him and I was like, "You're the guy who always asks." You hear his voice
Okay.
on all the press conferences.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. I feel like
Yeah.
just by you saying
Yeah.
that.
And I was like, "I don't know your name, but I want a picture with you, dude." And yeah, dude, Vegas is the best. I love Vegas. And yeah, I came home and
Dude, you came home fucked up.
yeah, I couldn't.
Walk. You couldn't walk.
Me and all. We hit the dispensary.
No.
And I took a bunch of edibles before the flight home.
Dude, yeah, you told me you did a bunch of edibles.
A bunch of
and
CBD stuff.
You
in my leg.
walked on the plane fine, and then you had to get carried off the plane.
I
Jarvin's is the best dispensary out there. You have to go there if you go back to Vegas.
Which one?
Jarvin's, something like that. If you go back, go there. 2 Chainz are the most expensive. He went there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to hit that up next time I go there. Yeah, for sure.
It was crazy.
show too with 2 Chainz.
Yeah, you'll see it. It's in Vegas, bro, and it's like the wall. You just push it in. It's a fucking door.
Wait.
And that goes into the dispensary, and then they have
You literally push the wall.
yeah, and they got like foreign
Like a speakeasy type
scientists,
shit?
all types of stuff in there.
Dude,
So if
that's
you're
like
too
a
high,
speakeasy.
you don't know how to get in.
Man, it's so smooth.
A weed speakeasy?
cut off.
That'd be crazy.
So
dude.
smooth. They teach. They know so much. I was in
Yeah.
there, probably annoying the shit out of them, but I don't care.
Dude.
Every question I could think of.
Yeah.
One in Rome, right?
Right.
We don't got it like that here.
Unfortunately.
Illinois.
Nah, I mean, South Beloit, you probably got it.
And
like
Michigan,
that a
too.
little bit.
Right there, yeah. Well, I'm right on the line, yeah.
Yeah. South Beloit's got to be pretty nice since Illinois legalized, but
We'll get
that's
there.
neither here nor there. Yeah.
What are we at for time?
46.
All right. I think that's a pretty good episode. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, no,
When's your next fight?
Yeah.
April 13th is
April
for another
13th.
belt, man. The 2 promotion champ.
Oh, yeah,
April
yeah.
13th. That's in
Yep.
Madison?
No, Superior.
Like,
up, like 10, literally 10 minutes from, if you know where Duluth, Minnesota is.
Okay.
That's more.
Yeah.
People know that
Okay.
a little more.
Duluth.
Yeah, like 10 minutes from there. I normally stay out in Duluth because there really ain't nothing too much
Okay.
in Superior, but yeah,
Yeah, when
be
you're
up
there-
there. About 7-hour
When
drive.
you're there, go check out Enger Tower. That's pretty cool.
You gotta text me that so I don't forget.
All right.
Is that
Anchor Tower.
you can see everything?
You can see Superior.
Have you ever
and
fought at this
Okay.
thing?
It's beautiful. It's up
Is
on
it
the
that light
hill.
tower?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, I've been there.
It's
and
cool, man.
yeah, my first fight actually was there. And
Pretty cool place?
yeah. I know I'm going over time a little bit, but
Nah, you're good.
yeah. So that fight was hilarious actually because this is my first fight. I didn't really know too much what I was doing. I didn't know who I was fighting. I really didn't know you had to know who you was fighting. I didn't know that's how it worked. I didn't know. I thought you just show up and that's how you found out. So a girl that was going to be cornering me named Rachel Lippert, you probably know
I
who
know,
she is
yep.
too. She's like, who you fighting? I said, I don't know. She's like, what the you mean you don't know? she said,
You
hold
watch a film? Nothing?
yeah, she said, hold on. So then she went to found out and she points at a guy, and to me, it's like the one guy, like you're already mentally, consciously, like you wouldn't want to fight. That's who they said I'm fighting. The jackest damn person.
When
and-
you see him, you're just like, God damn.
yeah, and I'm
right.
still skinny as hell at this time. I'm thinking, oh shit, bro.
Was
all right.
that was your first?
Yep. So I was like, I guess
Okay.
we'll find out if I'm good at it now and see if we'll be even doing it. But yeah, I go in there and luckily I knock him out. But look, and I didn't even show up at 155. That's why I can't keep fighting at 55 because every time I showed up to 55, I showed up at damn near 148 every time.
You were a little afraid of him, and then you knocked him out.
Yeah.
Well, they say that happens.
Underweight too.
Yeah, I was like 148, like I
Underweight.
said. And then
Yeah.
I had another fight after that. James Mayhew, I was like 100. They put it on there that I was like 150 pounds, but
Yeah.
I was really 148. They just rounded it up. But I was underweight there, and then my coach was like, "Yeah, we're not doing 55 anymore."
Yeah.
So I've been 45
Well,
since.
Trace Leon, that guy you're fighting, is like kind of a little ball of muscle too.
Yeah, that's who they have me fight every time. Zach Gale,
Yep.
Mayhew, my first guy.
A little short,
That's-
stocky.
Yeah, that's who they
Yeah.
find me every time, and you're gonna see. You can see. I got something in store for this guy. You guys gonna like it. I hope you guys get to
Dude,
see it
wow,
live or
that's-
something.
I mean, dude, you can't beat. In my opinion,
Do you know what day of the week it is?
On a Saturday.
It's on a Saturday.
when
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And then,
I don't think you can beat range. Like, dude,
man, I'm a sniper, and I hit so.
Dude.
I hit like
That's
oh,
what I'm
if you
saying,
see
it's
me
like-
train, look, if you ever come in there, I train with the light heavyweights and heavyweights. They don't like
Yeah,
not that
if
they
you're
don't
sparring
let
with
me
Boswell,
when
come
it's
on.
time to do stuff.
Yeah.
They separate me from my weight class guys. I go and train with like the bigger guys,
Yep.
just because the littler guys aren't really strong enough for me to like the
And they don't have the height and length,
stuff.
probably.
No, so for me to get working, I train with the light heavyweights and stuff.
Yeah, that
like
would make more sense
the
and it'd give
snipers
you a
are-
good
Yeah.
challenge.
like
people that are sniping, dude. That's
like
I
wrestling.
mean,
It's
if you can-
hard.
if you can put the
but-
shot on someone. That's
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, wrestling's hard with them big boys, but I'm training with guys who are at the same pedigree of wrestling almost as the guy I'm wrestling, and
Then when fight night comes around,
they're way bigger, and I'm
they feel
starting
like-
to be able to get up from them and get out and stuff like that, and cause pressure right away from getting. Like, man, I'm just can't wait, and I'm so excited just because I've been gone way too long. I think the featherweight division, I think they got a little relieved that I was gone, so I'm
I
back.
like that mentality.
Yep, I'm back. They know what time it is, and I'm ready to show it.
Good luck
I
to
love
you
it.
in your fight,
Yeah.
sir.
Guys,
I'm
thank you, guys.
excited to see it for sure.
Say the date of the fight one more time.
April 13th,
April.
and yep.
We're gonna have to have you on post fight then too for sure.
Yeah,
And then-
I can make that.
Yep.
Cool for shout out to sponsors or.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Shout out
Okay.
anyone you want. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd like to shout out MPC and also Ponix Produce in Edgerton, which Ponix Produce does. You can go get any of your healthy foods. Almost everything you see on the internet that people be eating that looks crazy and stuff like that, they got that. And if they don't, they'll grow it. Not that they'll order it, they'll grow it. So
Okay.
fresh,
Organic,
right
Yep.
to the point. MPC, roofing, siding, things like that. The best work in Wisconsin. They repair storm damage, things like that. And again, thank you guys for having me.
Cool. Yeah.
Shout out MPC.
Yep. Oh, and follow me on social media, Darren Coleman or Darren the Cobra Coleman on all platforms.
Yeah, I'll link everything in the
Description. Yep.
both you guys' stuff. And
Yeah, nothing for me. First warning, we'll do a write up, a fight prediction
Let's
for that
go.
fight.
cool.
And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there because I'm going to be in Florida. But hopefully, we'll.
I might
Plenty
be
more.
able to make that one. I'll have to ask Leon. I just had my first son
Yeah?
a month ago.
Congrats.
So very new to the
congrats.
dad life.
Hey, so you still haven't slept. I can see why you took a nap earlier. I already know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's awesome though. I wouldn't change a thing.
Right. 100%.
Jordan Berg, that's part of First Warning. He's got some fighters fighting on that card though, so he said he's going to keep me updated on what's going on. So
We'll be there. Awesome. Shoot, now might even be October at the next Chosen Few, so I know you make it there normally. So
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not missing a chosen few.
well, you might see me there defending that bad boy.
You come out for the chosen few fights ever?
Normally I fight on them, but as of just watching, I haven't recently. No,
Oh, okay.
Dude, that belt's impressive.
I was
dude.
to the last one. because
Yeah.
I was coaching.
I was
some
there too.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
talk about this belt.
Yeah, we got to bring up the belt. It's sitting here, dude. The thing's freaking.
Yeah.
The
Pass it
thing's
around, man.
freaking
Show it
20
off, show it off,
pounds.
show it off.
Yeah, see, I'd love to see.
Man, it's so heavy.
I'd love to see you fight Brendan Melgren, who Tapology has as the number
That's-
145er
that's a
in
belt,
Wisconsin
dude.
right now.
Yes, he took my spot.
Yeah.
See that layoff.
That
That layoff.
inactivity,
He's got
man.
some weight
yeah.
to it,
Yeah.
But hey, man, you gotta get your
Brendan?
stuff.
I don't even know.
Brendan Melgren.
Dude, you got to show
he's
it.
the I
thing.
think he's the Three River.
Yeah, dude.
Second belt on the
I
podcast.
think
Dude, I'll
I
be your
might
ring
know
girl,
who
baby.
he is.
Yeah,
Didn't he just like win his belt though off the like something happening, get
Yeah,
like
it's like an
kicked in the
injury.
balls
Yeah,
or
it was like
something
an injury,
that?
I think.
Something like that. Oh.
Yeah,
It's
but good wrestler.
That's some
though.
hardware
Yeah.
right there,
Be a good
dude.
fight.
Yeah, those are some. That's a real nice.
Shoot, who knows? Three River might be another belt. I might
There
be
you
hungry
go.
for,
Look at
man.
that, dude. How do
If
you-
Eric Anderson watches this, I'm sure he'd love to have that fight.
I think he already offered me a while ago, but I think I was in preparation for that one
Okay.
or something, so I wasn't.
Yeah,
able
Eric's
to-
good.
Dude, that's how.
Yeah, I gotta go for Chosen Few, man. I love that
solid.
promotion, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
I love
you throw
Josh.
that over your shoulder and you
Oh yeah,
tap
Josh
that
is a good
hoe.
dude too.
Yeah, that's hey. You see me in the ring when they first gave
I'm
it to
gonna
him. I
choke
was
you and
dropping
take
a little
that.
bit because I tried to grab it with my fingertips and I didn't realize it was gonna be that heavy.
Yeah,
it
dude, that
surprised
thing's
me.
some
It surpri-
hardware,
It
yeah.
surprised me.
You get that. You get some hands on that. It's like, hey, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got some weight, man.
That's a heavy
That's
belt.
impressive, dude.
Yep. I think it's the best belt to have in Wisconsin, in my opinion,
sir.
man.
That's-
oh yeah, man, it's beautiful.
All you. Something to be very proud of, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout outs.
Shout out to Dane. Shout out Matt Gaffney. We'll see you soon. I think Dane's already with him. Shout out Mosiah.
You know who?
Shout out Alton.
You know, I've been trying to get on the podcast through Hannah. is Mark Lemminger.
Oh yeah, do you remember him?
Oh yeah, I know Mike. I know Mark.
I think he fought my coach actually, right?
Yeah,
That's
He
another guy.
runs a
Dude,
gym,
that was
and
such a good
he
fight,
runs a
yeah.
gym, and Hannah hit him up and was like, "Oh, would you want to be on the podcast?" And he was like, "Oh, we have a lot of fighters, and we try to keep it low key."
Mark's so funny because
and
he's like so he's like
he's
a
like,
real,
we
he
don't
doesn't
try
like-
to keep
he doesn't
it.
like
We
the-
don't want
yeah,
to put out there what we're doing, and we just try to keep it low key. And then I saw him and Alton were training together. I was like,
I will
was
tell
like,
you.
son of a bitch.
I will tell you,
dude.
I saw Mark Lemminger do a shoey out of his cowboy boot up at
See, and my
Mystic Lake.
my girlfriend's friends with him. She knows Mark, and
Yeah.
she's like, he's super fun, and he's so outgoing, and he's really great
He's
guy.
real quiet until you get
he's
a couple
really
drinks
great
in
guy,
him,
and
yeah.
then as soon as she was like, oh, there's a podcast, he was like, we like to keep things low key. I was like, I get it, I feel it, I understand it, but it'd be nice to have. It'd be nice if Mark, if you're out there listening, give us a shot.
We got a spot for you.
We got a spot for you. We
Yeah,
will.
I had a good time. So I could
Yeah, thank you
You
so
know.
much for coming out. We'll have to get you back on post fight.
Let's do it.
And,
Man.
Yeah, man. We're trying to get as many and as much fighters. Like that's kind of our. We like golfing
It's-
and fighting.
for
Hey, let's go golfing one day, man.
do you golf?
I would love to. I would
Oh,
love
dude.
to. Hey, no, all right. So I'm trash. I ain't gonna
No,
lie to you.
we're all trash.
I,
dude. No,
I'm on the learning process, so bear with me here. But yeah, I would love to go.
no, yeah.
I would
If
drink
you-
a little
if you
bit
have-
and let's
if
go
you-
golfing, man.
I was just gonna say, if there's a day that
Janesville.
works.
In
Janesville's got some Janesville's got
that
nice
would be
courses,
like
yeah.
around that area. That's where
Janesville's
we go.
got really nice
Let's do it.
courses.
Let's do it.
Yep. Cool. That's what. I used to golf when I first started getting into golf. It was down in Janesville area, and there's nice 9-hole courses. There's cheap, nice courses down in Janesville. But yeah, dude, golf is. That's like.
Everybody's starting to
My
do that, man. All the
hobby.
MMA
That's my
fighters,
hobby.
everybody's
No, it's
starting-
crazy. It's blowing up again.
Yeah, it is. Everything
good-
goes in waves.
It's a good way to get your steps in and stuff like that. I mean,
Get outdoors,
Out-
get some
outside,
fresh
yep,
air,
some fresh
get a little
air,
bit of that, like, mental focusing. Because, like, golf's not easy. You gotta give it. I mean, I'll have a couple drinks, for sure. But then you have a couple too many drinks, and you're like, oh, my golf game's trash.
Yeah, it's
So
a roller coaster.
It's mental, dude. It's, yeah.
just gotta have
It's-
fun with it, man.
Yep.
That's what we do to.
You gotta stay
Golf
positive.
is what we
Oh,
do
yeah.
to kind of get out there and not worry about all the dumb stuff and try to,
No way to calm down.
make
mellow,
it light.
Mellow,
yeah,
mellow down, mellow out.
Yeah.
Hit a bad shot, smoke some pot.
Yep.
Right.
Facts. Hey, see, we work there
Yeah.
too, boys. We work there too, boys.
Yep.
Let's go.
And then
Call it a
we
day.
always play between us three. We'll play like best ball. So it's like whoever has the best shot. We're like
play off
we're,
of there.
See, man,
we're
look,
playing off
look,
of
man,
the
I
best
was-
shot.
that's fun.
Look, man, I was
every
nervous
time.
for nothing. I had
Every
to
time. I don't
smoke with the
play
windows
on
down, so I didn't
I
smell
don't-
like butter, nothing. Damn.
Yeah.
Ain't have to be cold.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to get out
We
there.
were actually the same way. Because we don't, like, some fighters are like,
Hey, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I smoke weed. Yeah, hell yeah, I have to.
A lot of jujitsu people do.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey, I smoke and train. I smoke and spar. I just haven't smoked in fall. I actually stopped 3 weeks.
Probably
out.
helps the creativity,
It
kind of.
does. It calms me down because I'm too much of an anxious person, and I'm normally they have to tell me stop moving so much, because then that's how you tire yourself out too quicker just by doing extra
Wasted
movements you
energy.
don't need to do. Yeah, so smoking will calm me down,
Yeah,
slow
dude,
my
you get
mind
your-
down. Yeah,
It's
like breathe.
When I ran a half marathon, I was training for it, and I was like, I just smoke and run, like Forrest Gump.
That's
like,
what I do.
You get in that mindset.
yeah.
You're just like,
I'll smoke before I
you
run.
can do 7 miles.
too.
You'll do 7 miles of cardio, and you're like, oh shit.
I was smoking.
Then I'll start-
I didn't. I didn't even realize I was.
If I smoke before I run, dude, I'll start like getting in my head. Like when it starts to suck, I'll be like,
No, see, that's
kinda
where
like
that,
tripping,
for
dude.
me.
I'll be like, I
and-
can't
Well,
quit.
that's the thing is, that's a weird thing about like stuff like that. If you smoke and do whatever and work out and all this stuff, like it affects everyone differently. For me, I got in that like
say.
weird mindset of like when I smoked before I ran, I was like, you couldn't stop me. Forrest Gump, dude.
Just kept going because you're having
You
fun,
just
dude.
stare through the. I was on a I'd be on a treadmill. I'd be on a treadmill and I stare through a wall and it's like, and then before you know, you're like, I just did 8 miles. I need to stop running. Like, this is bad.
Sometimes I'll get it where I'll be
You're
like,
not necessarily trained for it.
I'll feel like I'm running
the
forever.
Physically, the training's not there, but mentally, like, dude, if you can get your mind there,
No, it is.
physically
It is.
anything's possible.
The downside is just when you're training, sometimes you get the cotton mouth. You don't like the
Dude.
You don't want to run no couple miles and have cotton mouth if you're
Get
sparring
cracked lips.
somebody. Yeah, having a mouth
You have
guard in.
foamy
It's
lips.
like shit. Yeah.
You start getting the foam around the edges of your mouth.
Or sometimes I feel like I've been running for like forever, like 45. It'll feel like 45 minutes I've been running for. I look at the clock and it's like 15 minutes. I'm like, what? Just stoned.
Yeah, as long as you can not lose motivation.
just find what
good.
works for you, right?
Yeah.
That's why I
Everyone-
said smoking's not for everybody. If you
everyone
can't still work or
finds
get
what
shit
works for
done,
them.
it's
Yep.
not for you. That's why I don't care what the hell you do in your life as long as you handle your business, do what you're supposed to
Each
do.
their own.
Do what you do.
can
I don't
take care
care,
of your
dude.
shit,
But yeah.
if you can take care of your shit from the, the society 9 to 5. If you can take care of your kids, take care of your bills, all your 9 to 5 shit. If that shit's good, like, do what you want.
Yeah, do what you want. Though,
As long as you're not hurting anyone, do what you want.
Right. 100%,
You're
100%.
well within your rights to be comfortable in your own body, is what it comes down to.
Right.
It's just like, dude, for some people, it ain't easy.
It's not everybody don't
You
like the
know?
same things. Everybody
It ain't easy,
stimulated
it's
by the
like,
same shit.
You got to
So-
just go out there and deal with what's at your face, and if that means you got to work out for an hour a day, you got to work out for an hour. Like you everyone finds their vice.
Yep.
There's better vices than others, for sure, but just find what works.
Yeah.
And fucking run with it.
Yeah.
Run with it. Like, when you find what works, you grab it by the balls and you run with it.
Hell yeah.
Because that's how you make your shit. That's how you
Facts.
find what you love. That's how you build on the small basis of, like, oh, this shit works for me. Like, this works.
Just keep trying shit till you find
This
what
works.
works.
You know, like what you said, where you're just like, I didn't really know fighting worked, but like, you go out there and you just start training and you get a free session and then you start sparring with people and you're just like, wow,
Yep.
this shit fucking works.
Everything just keeps clicking. It keeps
And then
falling
everything
in place
starts
perfectly,
clicking,
and
everything
it's
starts
just-
falling into place, and you're just like, you know what? It might not be exactly what I had envisioned for myself. It might not be like the whole, like white collar, suit and tie, whatever it might be. Who gives a shit about that? But if you find something that works for you and you can make the best of every situation with work ethic, what you put into it.
Dedication.
Whether it's working a 9 to 5, whether
Discipline.
it's working on construction, whether it's working on training and fighting, whether it's working on all those things at once, like
Right.
you do, 9 to 5 work and you train and take care of kids. Like, dude, they got dogs and a cat, and I'm just like, I do.
Well, I got some dogs too.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is for me, I'm just like, dude, I got dogs,
That's
and I'm just
another
like,
kid
oh
down
my
there, man.
god, my dogs are just fucking, and you're just like,
I saw that
Yeah.
glass break.
yeah,
On my cat
and it's like, dude, like,
story.
you're
cat.
what you put into it. If you can make it work, and if you can put into any
You got to really want it to work.
situation, right? If you can, right, you have to want it to work. You have to, and that's what like everyone always says, like, oh, I make it work, but no, you really have to make it work. Like, you have to make it work. Not, like, the whole make it work is very, you glaze over the
Right.
whole. People say, like, oh, I make it work.
And nobody else
But
gonna make
no
it
one
happen.
understands
You got to.
the everything that goes into making it work. Because some people, it's like, dude, you got kids,
sometimes it's
animals,
just like, make it
this
to
and
work.
that. Literally, for some people, it is literally make it to work, and you can make it work.
Yeah.
But for other people, it's like, dude, my making it work is like, dude, I gotta feed the kids, I gotta get the dogs right, I gotta get my shit right, I gotta make sure the woman's shit's right, and all this other shit, and then I gotta make, dude, like the level that you put into it is just.
Speaking of the hustle,
It's the hustle, you know, and that things like that. I feel like specifically, I like to.
we're down to one car because
For our podcast and what we like to put out there, I guess for me personally, I will always point out the things that a lot of people take for granted. Those things need to shine. Like all the stuff that because you can train, you can give everything up. You can say, you know what, I'm going to put my hands up and I'm going to go to the gym 9 to 5 and I'm going to train and this and that. But it's like, no, you got to make everything in your life that you currently had going on work. And then add this on top of your
Well, you add
kids,
this to
your
hope
life,
to relieve some
your-
of this a little
right,
bit.
and
So you have to-
right, where it's like that is the aspect that I don't understand as being not a fighter, like that mindset of like you're a fighter, like,
yeah. I mean,
you're gonna do what needs to get done from your wife, your kids, this and that, and then you're gonna, like you said, you're a night trainer, like you train at night, you know, like that's the shit that like for me it's like, dude, when I'm from 4 to 10 p.m. I ain't working. You know, like, and that's the thing. It's like, dude, it's that next level of effort that I feel like our podcast needs to shed light on. Is like the people that put in
which you guys been doing good
the
at. Been
extra
getting good
work,
people in here.
people that put in the effort more than their, you know, everyone's got a home life. Everyone's got parents. Everyone's got family. Everyone's got this and that and that and this. But like making all that shit click and then getting to the next level of making the fighting world click. If you can make all those things mesh, it's like, dude, you're unstoppable. Like,
Super,
yeah, you're like, that's the shit that
I mean, if
matters
you
more
came to
than
Beloit, you would see quick, man. You would understand for sure.
right.
Beloit, I don't know. Shit.
You don't like
I know
Beloit?
If you any guys been there,
yeah, dude, you know why they call it Beloit? right?
It's
what's the toilet?
dude.
shit?
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to
Everybody always
say it.
says-
I didn't want to say it.
Everybody that knows Beloit says that. So
I
that's
didn't
how I
want
knew
to
what you were
say it,
Sounds
but
like
saying.
that's the thing. It's
That's how I
like,
knew what you
dude,
were
it's
saying.
like
We'll tell the listeners.
You get that
tell the listeners, so they're
aspect
not
of
gonna
the
get it.
real world, and it's like, dude, if you can provide for your family and still make time for what you love to do, like fighting, dude, that's just shit that. I mean, it's not necessarily my podcast, but like,
It's our podcast.
right. That's just shit that I feel like is more deserving than anything else.
Yeah.
Making the real shit work, getting your home life right, and then still chasing your dreams. Like what you say. You gotta chase your dreams.
Oh yeah. Right now, what I'm actually doing is, well, we're back down to one car because every once in a while I'll buy a car and I'll drive it and I'll like flip it. You know,
He moved to sales. He used to be working with us in the shop.
I'll buy a
We
car
were
for
working on
$3,000.
cars. This guy, he's selling cars now.
Yeah,
So he's
which is like for me, it's
trying
super
to chase a
outside.
dream, right?
It's super outside of my comfort zone. Actually, I'm naturally super shy. I don't like talking to people. Even though I make this podcast, it's hard for me. But I know that getting into my discomfort zone and doing things that are hard, they're gonna pay off for me.
Right,
You know?
100%.
So something
The
that was
next
hard for
step
me
of-
at first when I started doing this job
Yep.
was you know, customers always sometimes they want things that are unrealistic or they're not going to happen, right? And a good salesman will tell that customer that up front, right? They'll just say, hey, with this amount of money, you're not going to get this, but here's what we do have. And then you go from there and you get them what they need and what's in their budget. That was hard for me at first, but I'm starting to learn it. I'm starting to like it more. Yeah.
As you like it more and you get better, you get more confidence. And once you get like a really good confidence on it,
It's
you'll
just
take off.
taking that.
So if you're seeing this, my name's Zach,
Chase
and come
your-
see me at Rusdero.
and chase your
see my boy.
fucking
Come see me.
dreams, whether it's completely uprooting your 9-to-5 schedule and changing your profession from going from service to sales like Zach.
You got to take
or-
a risk. It's taking a risk.
Right.
I was working in the shop
taking
with
a little
them.
risk, and you're taking care of your family and then still training and
Yep.
obviously making
you
waves
just gotta
in the
stay on it,
fighting
stay
world.
consistent.
Yeah,
Making
Stay-
waves in the fighting world.
You might get one sale. You might have lost a little money. Don't give up. Buy
Another thing
one,
that I've been
reflip,
thinking
try
about, dude.
again.
Chase whatever
Like
that
buying some
drive,
vending
whatever.
machines?
No, not to do it again. I thought of that too. and
Whatever-
big boys.
whatever-
Everyone, I feel like, thinks about
whatever
that. Buying
gave-
vending machines.
Yeah,
That's
whatever-
like the cool, like I always see Facebook content and shit.
Dude, whatever tickles your nuts, just fucking chase that shit, dude.
Money tickles my nuts,
Literally,
baby.
like, and that's the thing. For a lot of people, money tickles their nuts, right?
Cash is king. That's why you don't fight for free.
That's where it's like,
Yeah, five for free. Yeah.
for people, I found myself in a good situation where it's like
I'm out of water.
I wasn't necessarily super comfortable
Yeah.
with my situation, but I was
Fiji.
good at it, so you learn to love it. But like for some people, it's like, dude, you find what you love right away, and you just fucking run with that shit, And it's like, dude, you can't. Any opportunity that you get to take something you enjoy and try to make a living out of it, like, dude, you can't pass that up anytime.
100%.
Whether it's commentating, fighting, fixing cars, selling cars, making a podcast, like
We still
any opportunity,
Still have.
any opportunity that you get, you need to just take it by the balls and run with it. And hope to make the best out of it. Where it's like, everyone's got shit going on. Like, please.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Everybody got stuff
Everyone
going on.
has things
You can
going
sit there
on.
and feel bad for yourself
You
all
can
day.
sit there.
Nobody's gonna
Your
help you.
problems
You're gonna,
are no
gotta
better
figure it
than
out
the
yourself,
next
yep.
person's problems. My rock
to-
bottom and my life is no worse than what you've experienced in your life. Like, rock bottom is rock bottom for everyone. It's all personal, individual. And highs are high for everyone. Like, just as highs are or lows are, highs are highs.
When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours. Everyone's rock bottom is the same. Everyone's highs are the
People that hit the
same.
lowest rock
It
bottoms
just is
usually end up.
finding what
know what I
makes
was gonna
work.
say.
And I've being 29 years old now, finally finding what works for me. And it's like, dude, you're what, 26, 27?
Everybody's time schedule is different. I'm
Everyone's
still
time
not in a
schedule is different. You
position.
can't put a time on
Yeah.
it, but it's like, dude, the fact that you can actually be like, this is what I love to do.
Right.
I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah, some people
I'm gonna
take
do what
forever
needs to
to
get
finally
done.
figure out, but that's because I made a
Exactly.
speech actually in Chosen Few. I don't know if you guys remember it, but about basically going out there and just keep trying stuff, keep trying
You can't
stuff.
give up, right?
Eventually, you'll find something like.
Right.
You just got to keep trying shit. Like literally, like I know a lot of people. Like my mom used to be like, "Oh, you'd always do something and pick something up, put it back
Yep.
down, or whatever, and do that." But I feel like growing up or stuff, that's what you should do. Because how you gonna find something that you really like to do, or even are good at doing, if you're not doing that? Looking, at least I feel like you're seeing somebody constantly doing something. They're at least in motion or trying to find something to do.
Absolutely.
So.
You were talking about giveaways.
Yeah.
So we have that in store for you. We're gonna plan something. Maybe we could do like a cross-channel kind of promotion thing for.
I want to tell him something about golf when you're done.
Okay, go for it, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing
gotta
a
get
golf
to the
tournament.
gym, too.
We're gonna be having a golf tournament. A Just Couchin' a golf tournament.
What's that?
We're like.
It's on April 13th. No, I'm joking.
Oh yeah. Damn, I might have to cancel the fight.
Sometime this summer, we're trying to put together a tournament for just a bunch of our friends where they can actually win some money. And, there won't, nobody's going to be too good in it. I don't think we'll actually be competing in it. But yeah, it's for like a bunch of our friends to come, and then we're going to film the whole thing. So
Okay.
yeah, it'll be cool. But
yeah, we need some comedy. I'm the guy to be in there because
Awesome,
I'm going to
yeah.
be terrible. Yeah, that's what you're going to see. A lot of Happy Gilmores, a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
We won't put those ones on if you know. We'll put the
My Tiger Wood moments.
Yeah, the 3 good shots of the day, whatever.
You're going to see one clip of me then, shit.
But yeah,
The whole
I'll
video.
we'll wrap it up here. This is
Right.
I'm going to say it right here. Top 3.
Top 3 episode right here.
Top
Yep.
3. I don't know where on the top 3. I'm not. Yeah, I'd have to think about it. But this is top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
And this will be episode 40.
Oh, man.
So yeah, we're
Yeah.
Awesome to hear that, then, man. Damn.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming on.
is a good one.
We all appreciate you coming on. It was
both of you guys. Thank
honestly,
you so much.
like, I don't know. No shade to anyone else we've had on the podcast, but it was a super real, honest conversation and everything. Like, dude, I feel like more than just like the fighting world. Like, there's a lot of clips.
Yeah, it was a good
and stuff
episode.
going
I
on.
could tell we related by the minute I walked in the room, man. I'm
dude,
telling you.
you're good shit. You're a good guy.
When I get home, let's take a picture of and show you my room and send it to you in the chat, just so you can
Yeah,
see, bro. You
you're-
like, what the
you're-
hell?
Yeah, you gotta hold the belt. Get that thing up there.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Shout out to Dane.
Shout
We'll
out to
see you
Dane
on the next one.
for the music. Wow. Shout out to everyone that puts the work in.